Yellowstone fans who still can't get enough of Spencer Dutton, the excitement around a possible 1969 spin-off keeps growing, and honestly, this could become one of the most emotional and meaningful stories in the entire Yellowstone universe. This series would likely focus on the final chapter of Spencer's life, showing him as an older, more reflective man who has lived through decades of love, war, and loss. What makes this so powerful is the emotional weight it carries, especially when it comes to his relationship with Alex. Even after all those years, it's very possible that she remains the greatest love of his life, and seeing Spencer look back on those memories could give us some of the most heartbreaking and beautiful moments in the franchise. But what really makes this concept stand out is that it won't just be about 1969. There's a huge 40-plus year gap between 1923 and this timeline, and the show could use flashbacks to explore everything we've missed. We could see how Spencer handled life after losing Alex, how he slowly rebuilt himself, and how he adapted to a world that kept changing around him. These flashbacks would also give us a deeper look at how he raised and guided John Dutton II, shaping him into the man who would carry the Dutton legacy forward. This kind of storytelling would connect generations in a very natural and emotional way. At the same time, Spencer's later life could introduce entirely new layers of drama. There's a strong chance that he found companionship again, possibly with a widowed woman who understood his pain, but without ever truly replacing Alex in his heart. If this relationship led to another child, it would open the door to serious family conflict. A new heir means new tension, especially when it comes to something as important as the Dutton Ranch. A half-sibling dynamic between this child and John Dutton II could create emotional and personal struggles, not just about land, but about identity, belonging, and who truly carries the Dutton legacy. Meanwhile, John Dutton II would likely take center stage in the 1969 timeline. Now fully grown, he would be dealing with his own responsibilities as a husband, a father, and the protector of the ranch. But his story wouldn't be easy. Personal loss could play a major role in shaping him, possibly through the death of one of his children, which would add a deeply emotional layer to his character. These kinds of moments would help explain why the Dutton family becomes so tough and guarded in later generations, showing that their strength comes from years of pain and sacrifice. The story could become even more intense with the return of other family members. Elizabeth, who left the ranch years earlier, might come back with Jack Dutton's son, bringing another rightful heir into the picture. Now, instead of a simple family structure, we would have multiple branches of the Dutton family, all connected to the same land but with different perspectives and claims. This could lead to a powerful inheritance conflict, turning the ranch into the center of a deeply personal and emotional battle, something that perfectly fits the Yellowstone style. When it comes to casting, fans already have strong ideas. Brandon Sklenar returning as an older Spencer would feel like the perfect continuation, especially if he brings a quieter, more emotional performance that reflects the weight of Spencer's life. For John Dutton II, the role needs someone with strong screen presence and emotional depth, and someone like Matthew McConaughey would fit perfectly, bringing both authority and complexity to the character. The rest of the cast would also play a huge role in shaping the series, especially with younger versions of familiar characters and new additions to the Dutton family. Overall, this 1969 spin-off has the potential to be much more than just another Yellowstone story. It could be a deep exploration of legacy, family, and the passage of time, showing how each generation is shaped by the one before it. It's about looking back while also understanding what it takes to move forward, all centered around one of the most iconic families on television. While there's no official release date yet, considering how fast the Yellowstone universe is expanding, a release sometime around 2027 or 2028 feels very possible. And if done right, this could easily become one of the most unforgettable chapters in the entire saga.